Okay, Smitty, I got my screen recording going.
Oh, fantastic! Oh, you're capturing me on OBS. How lucky am I? All right, let's see. I'm at 5K. Let's spread the legs a little bit more to 6K. Maybe spread the wings. Spreading the legs has such a weird and nasty connotation, right? All right, this is WB1G Sacramento. Sorry about that. Talking off the mic a little here to adjust my local mix. There we go. All right, WB1G Whiskey Bravo 1 Golf.
Okay, yeah. I got you there, Smitty. Now, I have NR2 turned off. Would you prefer me to turn that off? Sorry, it's turned on just to get rid of the background noise. But if you want in the recording, I can turn it off.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be all right. You know, again, I don't think the issue is necessarily audio related, but it could be. But maybe I've been doing some adjustments and trying not to touch the flavor of the audio. So yeah, you could turn the NR2 off if you want, so it doesn't color it at all, and I just get it raw out of that beast of a radio you got there, WB1G.
Yeah, you'll be like, what's his name, O'Reilly? You'll do it live. Do it live.
Yeah, I'll do it live. Yeah, I love that. You never know when you're being recorded. You always need to assume that a microphone is live and that someone's going to turn around and share it on the internet.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, so Smitty, I can tell you now, like compared, I don't know if you saw the recordings I sent the other night. I'm not seeing any blowouts on your signal.
Yeah, and it's funny, it doesn't seem to really be blowing out right now at all, so it seems to be correcting well. So I've had this problem since the first day I powered this amp up, and it seems to be limited to 40 meters. And anytime I try to go anywhere close to full eagle, and right now I'm driving the amp and getting about 1,200 watts out, so I'm not overdriving by any stretch here. And I find that the more power I give the SPE, like, for example, the way for me to have, like, pure, clean linearity is to only run about 500 watts of PEP out of the amp. But it's a 1,500 watt amplifier, so it's like running it at 1/3 efficiency, right? So I'm trying to at least get it where it plays a little nicer with the Anon at maybe like 1,200 watts on 40. And so I added a little attenuator to the sampler to see if maybe the Anon is maybe getting too much from the sampler. And ironically, it seems to have, I'm not saying it fixed it, but it seems to have improved it.
Okay, now what are you using, like a VK amp sampler, or what sampler are you using?
It's actually built in. SPE amplifiers, they're, I don't know if all of them are this way, but this one has a built-in sampler, so the actual Anon is connected to the amp.
Okay, and then what PEP are you running right now?
PEP right now is roughly about, let's see, on peaks, almost 1,200 watts, 1.2 kilowatts.
Okay, yeah, I'm running about a kilowatt. Am I getting any RF in my audio? Because I don't have a perfect SWR. I have about a 1.5 to 1 SWR at the moment.
Oh, 1.5 to 1 ain't that bad if you ask me. No, I don't hear any. You're a little over S9 to me, maybe +5. And the audio sounds good. I have NR2 on. Let me turn NR2 off and listen very discerningly and see if there's anything odd I can hear. But I got to tell you, you sound like your normal non-RF audio self.
Okay, well that's good because I'm running the loop. I just put the power up a bit. Let me just bang it up a little bit more. Now let's see. I'm running about let's see. Harlow. Yeah, it's about 1,500 watts now. How about that? Any RF?
Not even a lick, man. +5 and no RF. And hello, James. Yeah, man, I don't think the sampler's gone bad. I agree with you. Totally agree. But since day one, since the day I brought this amp home, or bought it used rather, it's always had this issue, this linearity issue. So not trying to chase my tail on it, but I think what I added was a 6 dB pad, just a simple SMA attenuator, and while the curve looks a little better, the pure signal seems to be happier. So I don't think there's a correlation necessarily, and it could be entirely unrelated, as you know.
Comment briefly about that. For the ODS purposes, maybe turn the pure signal on, ramp up the power all the way to 1200 again, just to see how dirty you are. Turn that back on again with pure signal so that you can record you with that. Maybe there's a difference, maybe not.
Okay, well, we got pure signal off right now. Pure signal is completely off, and the PE is I'm driving with about, well, the Anon's kind of lying to me real quick. Let me give you an actual reading here. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Check. Okay, I'm driving with about 10 watts right now. This is 10 watts, making a PEP of about 850 watts here on the maximum mode here. And I've got pure signal off. We're going to go ahead and bring it up. Now we're running, well, we went from 800 to 1,000 pretty quick there. We're at, according to the amp, we're at about 1 kilowatt. According to the LP100A, we're at 1 kilowatt. That's good. We're consistent. And we're going to bring this up to around 17 watts a drive. Right now it's 17 watts a drive. We're at 1.2 kilowatts according to the amp, 1.1 according to the LP100A. And we're going to bring it up to where I normally drive it. This is about 22 watts according to the Anon. According to the amplifier, 1.3 kilowatts. According to the LP100A, 1.2 kilowatts. So nothing is the perfect reading here. It could be a calibration issue, obviously. Match right now is 1 to 1.1, so I got a good match. That's the native match.
Yeah, you're blowing out on the lower side.
Another thing you could try, get like a cheap sampler like I did on eBay just to have. If you ever get a new amp, you might need it anyway, so you can go back and forth. In addition to that, make sure you have a toroid on that sample cable going back to the Anon. But, surprisingly, it wasn't that dirty. I could see it's not as clean, obviously, but it wasn't bad at the same time. I got to take a phone call, but I'll be back here in a bit. KF7SD.
All right, man. Thank you much. Yeah, I got pure signal back on now, WB1G, so it should, Brendan, if you don't mind giving me a sanity check, it should have cleaned itself up and adjusted.
Yeah, it has, Smitty, but there was, when you first keyed down, there was like a little burst of it.
And you know what's funny? I'm not the only one that has those bursts. I call them pure signal farts. And Craig has the same issue, actually. So he gets little blowouts like that, too. So I don't think that's specific necessarily to me. It could be an Anon thing. It could be, I don't know. But I know that I'm not alone and that others, and in fact, I joined one of these SPE forums on Facebook, and I did a little bit of research, and apparently what I'm experiencing isn't that uncommon. So I think it might be a bit of how these amps are. But again, it's not like it's super dirty, and definitely, sorry, I don't mean to be hogging the mic here. I'm just trying to purposely blow it out here and trying to fluctuate. Oh, that might have done a little blowout right there, but just trying to exercise it.
Yeah, right. Whoa.
Speaking of amps, I think you lost yours.
Yeah, sorry. I was switched over. I was switched over to the inverted L because it has lower signal to noise at the moment, and I forgot to switch it back to transmit because I'm on the loop. Loop is resonant. Yeah, so what I'm seeing on that last over, when you did that, crazy cat call there, that did definitely blow it out, but I was seeing periodic blowouts there, and you'll be able to see it when I send you the video.
Okie dokie. It's funny, I don't see the blowouts on this side, so that's weird that you said I had some blowout. I mean, I know when I did that little cat call thing, I definitely saw it here, but like right now, I'm definitely not. So, I don't know, man. I don't want to beat my head against the wall on this thing, but holy cow.
Well, you didn't have any during that last over.
Okay, well, this may just be how it is. I want to be signal pure, but it sounds like I'm signal pure 95% of the time. But then 5% of the time, I give a little hair, a little peach fuzz, or a little blowout on the side.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, compared to your normal ham that doesn't have any pure signal, it's very minimal.
Yeah, it's definitely isolating a ton. At least it appears that way to me.
I don't know. There's some adjustment right there on the linearity. I'm not sure if there's a calibration there.
Yeah, the linearity view is kind of an area that I don't fully grasp. And even when I'm not having blowouts, the linearity curve is strange, and I don't know why it's acting that way and why it's not like the rest of the guys. They show more of a from corner to corner in the curve, and mine's more like a swoosh. I'll have to send you a picture of it, but it flat tops towards the upper right, and again, I can get the flat top to go away, but that's driving it with about 8 or 9 watts, and then my PEP is 500 watts. So fine if it's a 500 watt amp, and I'm not trying to, mince watts here, but you got a 1500 watt amp. You don't want to be limited to 500 on it, and it seems to be 40 meter related only too, which is odd.
Yeah, it definitely only blows out towards the upper side, not the lower side. And I don't know, would your modulation, the balance between your what do you call it, the voice symmetry, have anything to do with it?
Well, that's a good question. I wonder, I've got this Orban here, and it has a lot of enhancements on the high side. So maybe I might just, for grins, if you're okay with it, connect to the Orban here and maybe just roll some of the highs off a little bit. The good thing about the Orban is it's not destructive. I can go right back. So stand by. Let me get this loaded, and I'm going to take off some of these Orban special like HF or high frequency enhancements and things, and see if that makes any difference. So hang tight.
Right. Well, I wasn't really thinking about the high frequency response. I was talking about the voice symmetry, like on your symmetry between positive and negative peaks. That's when I get in the call here. I'll come back in a sec. Bye.
Correcting, I hate to say, it's correcting more consistently. That doesn't make any sense to me why that would be, but it is definitely, I can't tell you it's green, but there's a lot more activity there, and it says correct, and I'm seeing a lot more what looks like correction.
Yeah, dirty, hairy amp.
Oh, so you're saying that my amplifier sucks? That's what I'm hearing.
It's old.
It's old. So is JR, but we don't kick him off the band.
Yeah, but JR is running top shelf gear like always.
Well, JR is a top shelf kind of guy, man. He walks around with a top hat and no pants on.
Yeah, don't forget my cane with the top.
People get out of line, you hit them with the cane.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
And hey guys, good evening.
Did you hear how long have you been out here? Did you hear the latest?
I went down the band to make sure my audio was behaving. Did you figure something out?
Well, you're going to be surprised when I tell you what I did, but the linearity curve is perfect now. I mean, absolutely perfect. No jitter. Left to right, looks like a propeller. No weirdness, no flat topping. And you know what I did? I went into antenna, and I turned off RX bypass on TX.
Okay, so that means you're not using the external sampler port.
Better, and why am I not blowing out now?
Because right now it's just correcting the internal amplifier within the internal radio. It's not correcting it's ignoring the feedback loop from the sampler. So that's why I'm blowing out right now too. I got to figure that out. But that's also why you're. It may look like you're correct on your screen there, Smitty, but you definitely have some IMD off to the right and left.
Okay, so it's fooling me right now.
Yeah, it's a false positive.
That was the point of the experiment.
Hey, Craig, you're blowing out because you're breaking up.
Nothing to the amplifier.
Yeah, and I'm breaking up. Let me try and fix this. I'll reboot, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Craig, that was our experiment here we've done. So I think we've all concluded some funny business with the amplifier.
Copy that. Yes, Smitty, your amplifier is misbehaving. That's what that's saying, or you've got the wrong levels from your sampler.
Yeah, and I added that attenuation pad. Okay. I'm looking at KFS right now discernibly, and you're right. I am hairy. Not horribly hairy, but hairy nonetheless, a little bit.
Put the amplifier, the RX bypass enabled, and when you're transmitting, look at the SATT, the attenuation on the left side next to the HEC, and what is that number?
Okay, which number are you asking for again?
When you're transmitting, and this is after you enable the RX bypass, so you're back on the amplifier circuit, there's a number there. For example, I'm only putting 200 watts out, so I need very little attenuation. I'm only running 3 attenuation to get a feedback level of like 150 or so. And yours is probably like 10 or 15, maybe even 20.
Okay, and you are talking about, forgive me, I'm looking here on the pure signal screen. I have things back here. I'm trying to see where you're talking about here. I'm sorry. Is that in the calibration information section there on the screen?
No, that's on the dashboard of Thetis, left side, under the drive level.
Next to ATC,
oh, roger that.
Says, when you transmit, it says S-ATT. And what's that number when you talk?
It's S2, and it's not fluctuating.
Really? So you're putting 1,000 watts? You must have a really good dB attenuation on that circuit. Is it like 50 dB?
I think it's 60 on the amp.
Okay, so, yeah, I don't know. It probably is appropriate if the feedback level is around 150. What do you think, JR?
Yeah, mine's 152, 153.
Mine is 142 right now, 151, 148.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything to do with Thetis or anything like that. It's just the amplifier. It's really bad when you have no pure signal on. It's trying to compensate and only do so well.
So I just turned auto attenuate off right now, and I know that's gonna mess things up. Now that should allow me to manually adjust this, right? Like we did the other day, if I recall. So that doesn't help me at all, obviously. I mean, it's not going to change the purity of the amp. Here we go, 148, 150, and again, I'm at signal attenuation is 1 or 2. Now I do have that 6 dB pad in line right now.
Oh, okay. So ostensibly you're like 68 dB of attenuation.
That is roger.
I think it's your amp, man.
All right, man. Well, I can't afford a new amp right now, so I guess I'm not gonna be as cool as you guys right now, or as pure.
But you're still triple what I'm doing, so don't feel too bad.
I'm trying, man. I try to keep up with the Joneses.
That's the American way. Now, I think for your purposes, Jeff recommended you try to get that aligned or double checked or whatever. I would recommend that too. But 600 watts isn't so bad.
Well, right now I'm at 1,200 watts. But no, it's closer to about 500 when I really get that curve looking good.
Yeah, I'd run it at 500 and take the SMA reducer out of your coupler there, because otherwise you're going to get closer to zero on that attenuator. It's going to be too much attenuation.
Yeah, Roger that. Let me go ahead and pull that out real quick here. You guys continue with each other here. I'll be on the side for a second.
Oh, thank you very much.
I need to make sure I'm correct. I think I am.
Looking good down here.
And mine sort of looks like propeller, but this RM Italy JR is really dirty too. If I go up above 7 watts, right now I'm at 7, but if I go to 8, insta flat top and like 2/3 looks okay, but the last third on the right side is like, whoa, what's going on there?
Yeah, mine looks kind of symmetrical on both sides all the way up and down.
I wonder if Craig made it back.
I'm here. I don't know how I sound, but I'm back here. Over.
Hey, I hear you. Good, about 10 over S9.
Is my audio screwed up or not? I can't tell right now. I don't have my monitor on.
Nope, sounds good.
Yep, sounding good.
All right. Well, we'll see how long it lasts. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. All I know is what JR told me earlier, and I kind of agree with this a while ago. We're talking about this, and it's all really dependent on the levels. And I spend a lot of time on my levels, and I blow out once in a while, still like right there, a little one. But ever since I set my levels and my ALC, I blow out a lot less than I used to.
I'm pretty certain in this case with Smitty, his problem exists after the radio, after Thetis. I don't think it's related to the levels. He's tried everything and it still blows out the same. So it's the same pattern on the amp view. I think it's pretty indicative of an amplifier problem.
Wink, 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 wink. Yeah, there's a blowout right there. See, I took the attenuator out, and I swear it gets worse.
Make sure that's not you half the time.
Sorry, double.
Hey, could you put a bigger attenuator in there, Smitty? Put a 10 dB one in?
I don't know that I have a 10 dB handy. Boy, I swear the attenuator actually helped. I don't know. Maybe it's all in my head, gentlemen.
When I had my RM Italy amplifier. Hey, James, when I had my RM Italy amplifier, I brought a bunch of those SMA attenuators because I had to get the right, my sampler wasn't perfect, so I had to get the right input level. And once I nailed it, I had a pretty good pure signal with my RM Italy.
Hey, Smitty.
Yo.
I know what you could do. Just go drive over to Jim's house and take this Tokyo whatever and then plug that in your deal. It's not like he needs it anyway.
All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 1, 2. I've got the auto attenuate off right now, and I'm at a 12 right now. A 12. 1, 2, 1, 2. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12.
Yeah, it still kind of happens.
All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, now I'm going the wrong direction now.
How much it's reading over in the box of the pure signals? It's still up around 150 somewheres?
A short time ago it wasn't. Right now it's about 138. Bring it here. Let's see here. 141, 148, 150.
Okay, leave it there and give us some chatter.
All right, here's some chatter. I made one tweak. I need to bring it back here. I'm at 170. That's probably too high, right? Here we go. Back at 149, 151, 149. WB1G, Sacramento, Whiskey Bravo, 1 Golf. I'm not paying attention to this. Looking at the screen right now makes me try to talk different, so I'm going to just pretend like I'm in a regular rag chew. The PEP is close to 1,200 watts, 1.2 kilowatts. Drive right now is 21 watts, 22 watts.
Okay. Yeah, it clears up, and then it blasts away, then it clears up, and it blasts away. Bring up your linearity box, and what do you have under the word correcting, those boxes below there? Which ones you got checked?
Well, right now I was doing the attenuation manually, so I have auto attenuate off, but I will turn that back on. So now I've got auto attenuate, relaxed tolerance, and quick attenuation response all checked.
Okay, uncheck the relaxed tolerance.
Okay, relaxed tolerance is unchecked. Now we just have auto attenuate and quick attenuate response.
Okay, and now are you still in the 150 range over on your signal box?
Let's see. I am at 152, 149, 149, 158, 151. So in the range, I would say, right?
Yep. You clear up and say a couple of syllables, and then it lets off with a blast of IMD, and then it clears up again. Lets off with another blast.
All right, and the only way for me to clear it up here, gentlemen, is to go right about here. Okay, now I'm WB1G, and let me guess. Right now, I'm nice and clean. Am I nice and clean? Hello, hello, or at least cleaner? Any blowouts that you're seeing? Hello, hello.
And that's much, much better.
Yep, and that is a maximum PEP of 500 on my peaks, which kind of hurts a little.
You know, it's weird. You're still the same signal strength to me.
Oh. Well, that's my loop.
Well, the difference between his 500 and his 1200 is only like 4 dB. It's less than an S unit.
Well, as one wise ham once told me, is that the most bang for your buck is the first 500.
Amen.
Precisely.
This Montana lightning storm is killing me.
You know, you guys do sit around and talk on the ham radio.
All right, WB1G, I went into low mode on the amp. So this is a 500 watt PEP max right here.
Looks clean.
They're clean as a whistle.
Okay, let's look here. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay. Well, we'll run it there for a little while. It's another station that came in there. Sorry, I want to pick you up there. WB1G, go ahead.
November 7, Radio Mike Kilo. Good evening.
Hello, Fernley.
Man, I only got probably about a half an hour, but I figured, there's activity. I'll come play. So good evening to everybody on radio.
So what changed between last time we talked and now? Because the audio is bassy, muffly, and that articulation is gone.
Well, I'll tell you, something happened. We found an ad online for a microphone that only cost $229.
Okay, what mic are you running right now?
An RE27ND.
Okay, James needs to step in because it's not set up right, just so you know. But it needs some EQ.
Oh, yeah, I knew it would.
I'm having the weirdest deja vu. KC6WOG.
KC6WOG, is that right?
That's right. This is Larry in L.A. How you doing, Smitty?
Hey, man, how you doing, Larry?
I'm doing okay, and this reminds me of a couple of weeks back when you helped me get my Electro Voice up and running and EQ'd.
Oh man, it is sounding pretty slick actually. Hey, Ryan out there in Fernley, are you still running the mic directly into the back of the Flex?
Yeah. The only thing that changed was the microphone.
Okay, so your drive level has changed considerably because you're crunchy. Where do your meters say for mic and ALC and all that?
ALC? I don't even have that on here that I know of. Everything is exactly the same as it was, so we're not driving it as hard. But you're saying it's muddy, so it's probably got all kinds of stuff needs to be done.
Do you have any dip switches?
It does. They're all turned off.
Can you dip the lows out?
Yeah, give me a second.
He needs a 160 cut like it's no one's business.
He needs like a 0 to 500 cut.
Yeah, with the RE27, everything 0 to 500 is probably going to need to go down to about -6. So my gain is a little on the high side too.
Okay, we did the cut, and I turned the mic gain a little bit down.
Oh, yeah.
That helped a lot.
Big time.
You need a little bit of brightness, though, at the top, though.
Is there a switch you can pump up on the bright?
No, I think those other two switches they're all cuts.
Well, this is better than when you first came on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a mic gain somewhere on that radio to turn it down a bit?
Yeah, there I took a pretty big swing at the mic gain.
Oh, yeah.
We starting to come into play there. Now we got to brighten that top end up a little bit.
Well, you tell me what to do, and I'll gladly do it.
Just do a little ski ramp around, like a little bit of 2K, a little bit more at 4K, and a bit more at 8K.
All right. Let's see. I bumped up 2K, 4K, and 8K.
And now it's happening.
Give it a little bit more if you don't mind. Give it 2 more dB at 4 and 8.
Alrighty, there's a little bit more at 4 and 8. So we'll go down the list right quick. 4 is at 1 up. 8 is at 1 up. 4 is at 7 up. 2 is at 7 up. 1K is at 0. 500 is at 1 up. Cut 250 is down 3. 125 is down 8. And 63 is up 6.
Put the 500 down to like 3, -3.
Agree.
Alright, 500 is down to -3.
Oh my God, it's much better.
You're getting there. I want to hear you bump the 8 up a little bit more and bump the 4 up a little bit more. Again, I feel like with that RE, you should have a little bit more on the top.
Alright, I went up 2 on each. So 4K is now at 9 out of 10, and the 8K is at 3 out of 10.
With the 8 to 8.
With the 8 to 8?
Roger.
Alright, well, let's see, there's a big swing. We got the 8 at 8, 4 at 9, 2 at 7.
That's a lot better than before.
Oh, God, yeah, that's a lot better, man. It's a lot better.
It's funny, we're going to get this all set up, and then Jeff's going to get back from Dayton. I'm going to get that equipment from him, and we'll start all over again. Anyway,
You're going to start
good evening, gentlemen.
Ryan, you're like true ESSB right now, if you ask me.
Well, that is ideal. The goals are, now don't get a real big head over there. The goals are to sound like you, not your voice, but have that quality.
Well, you're making me blush now. Go start picking out curtains together. What I am concerned about is that you need to open up to 6. I want to hear you at 6. I just realized you're at 5.
Hey, when you say you want to sound like you meant you were still talking about Jeff, not Smitty, right?
Exactly.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I just realized I was only at 5, too. I was like half ESSB in it.
Ryan, what you got going on between 0 and 100 and something?
Let's see. The only options that I have there are 63 and 125. So my 63 is at +6, and my 125 is at -8.
Now take that +6 and move it down to -3.
Alrighty, we went -3 on the 6.
That's better.
Yeah, it is.
That helped.
I think I might even go a little bit lower, just real quick here, because I still show a lot of energy there, down there on the bottom end, and it's not. It's asymmetrical. So back the 60 down a little bit more. Give it another 3 dB cut. Now we can always go back up again, by the way, but let's do a 3 dB cut there at 60 again.
All right, we went down another 3 dB. I need a new mic stand. This microphone is heavier than my little cheap Chinese junk.
They make a good weapon.
After 120, going up is 250, and that's at -3.
Bring that down to like -6, maybe even the next one.
Okay, that's down to -6, and let's see, the next one would be 500. It's at -3 now.
I think he's coming down a little bit. I think he's got to adjust his level.
That's all I need.
Nope, doubled.
What do you think, Smitty?
I think he's a little low at his level now.
Yeah, when you turn your lows down, it's going to take away from your mic gain. So look at your mic gain scale, and you want to be somewhere around -5. You don't want to go all the way up to 0.
All right, yeah, right now, oh yeah, we're low. Hold on. Let's go back up there. Hello. That's what we're going to talk on the radio. This is N7RMK. Yeah, just a little bit right around the -10. I don't want to go too much higher than that. How's that sound?
Whereas mic gain, I would leave it there.
One more experiment. Can you drop the 500 to -6?
Alrighty, that's with the 500 to the -6. N7RMK on the Audio Outlaw frequency.
There is something objectionable.
That made it boxy?
Less boxy.
Okay, well, I'd say that's quite good. Smitty, what were you saying?
To my silly little ear here, there's something objectionable there that I don't like when you brought that level up. And it's when you brought that up, you brought everything up. And there's something there, and I haven't put my finger on it yet.
Just need to get some serious multi-band compression.
Yeah, that was the radio's lacking in compression. So that's It was an impulse buy. It was $229 for a 20R END. I kind of had to buy it.
No complaints here. Yeah.
Absolutely not, man. It's a good purchase. I'm happy you grabbed that. That's good. Yeah, no, it sounds it's definitely different. I think the multiband compression. I think you need a little bit of a, not to get you going down that rabbit hole, but you need a good compressor there and a little bit of compression stage in there.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting on. Jeff is being very kind, too kind in my opinion. But anyhow, there's a path that's going to start, and we're going to try to do the just a digital DA converter in USB to XLR, if that doesn't work, I do believe I'm going to buy a Sonos channel strip, and then also we'll have a 31 band EQ. So have a nice preamp with a nice compressor, a little bit of toning, if you will, and plenty of EQ. That'll definitely be the first start on the rabbit hole.
It's funny on my scale, and I zoomed in nice and tight. I just have a ton of energy between 0 and 1 on him, just a ton.
Yep, that's correct. Yeah, the lows still need to come down.
At the same time, his changes have revealed some flavor up top, even if you don't see it.
Well, I can
What's your TX filter set up?
63 is sitting at -6. I can go all the way to -10 if that's too much on the bottom end.
No.
I mean, without a compressor?
That's the problem. I think it's around like 500 to 700 hertz there. That seems to be like the huge focal zone.
All right, so should we bring the 500 down? It's a -6 out of 10.
What's after?
Bring it down to -10. I just want to hear it.
So it goes after, well, here, I'll give you the whole rundown. So we start at the bottom end, 63. Next up is 125, then 250, then 500, then 1K, 2K, 4K, 8K. That's the whole problem with this Flex radio. Its EQ is so lacking.
Hey, you might have to drop the 500 even more.
And take it to -10.
Kind of agree.
Yeah, there, I just dumped it to -10 on the 500. -10 on the 500. Audio check from Fernley, Nevada. This is N7 RMK.
I see more energy dispersed now.
I do too. Can you do a little bit more of a cut at 200 if you don't mind?
I can cut it 250. We'll bring that's at -6. What should I bring it down to? Yes, it's -6.
Obviously, when you get the compressor in line, this is gonna change everything. But I'm just curious. Humor me. Take 250. Is it at -6 right now? Bring it down to -8.
Alrighty, -8. Well, it's a good thing you guys really enjoy this. So when I do get my compressor, we'll start all over, and everybody will be like, "All right, something to do."
Yes, this is the way.
This is the way.
What we do.
Oh, and I enjoy the hell out of it. I really do. This is. I've been wanting to do this for so many years. Even back on the CB days, I've wanted to do this.
How far down will your EQ do? Does it go to -12 or what?
I think I doubled with somebody. It'll only go down to -10, and then somebody said something about 400 hertz.
Yeah. Hey, Brendan, we all see that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have no control over that. So this is probably as good as it's going to get for now. But I'm funny, so my audio might not be perfect, but I can always throw a good joke in there.
So you got everything from 500 down to 0 at -10 now?
Negative, no. Let's see. 500 is at -10, 250 is -8, 125 is -8, and 63 is -6.
Okay. Put all those at -10.
Amazing how much low end there is for his EQ being that cut.
Yeah, already. They're all turned down. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second here.
Perfect double.
I'm an idiot. You guys want to start over? I didn't have the EQ on.
Oh my God! Holy shnikes!
Wonderful.
Hold on, gentlemen.
Go get a bucket. Put it
I told you that's funny.
Oh, now it's horrible.
Now we just.
Hey, real quick, Brandon, QSY to 148, over.